Well, hello everybody. Good morning. Or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. I have neglected to turn on my lamp. Put this one here. And kitty cat, you hold down the fort. You got it? Holding down? And then... Ta-da! I guess it doesn't look all that different. There you go. We have to have an LED glow so that people know that we're a gaming stream. Otherwise, they might think they've just stumbled into somebody's confused cabin. I was going to try putting these on again. How are you guys doing? Happy Thursday. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Battery 100%. Connecting to. You can do it. There we go. I was gonna make some tepid versatility, just, you know, because someone should. Just to, you know, supply the people. Definitely not to enrich myself and become wealthy. Cat stream now. Kitty cat, what are you gonna do on your stream? Are you gonna play my priest, or are you gonna play account sharing? Are you gonna play... Why do I only have... Oh, I'm almost out of vials, that's why. My priest needs worm crests, like, pretty badly. But... Can I just have... It's a lot of them. No, just give me, like, 10k for now. That's still a lot of them. Give me 5k. So cheap. Gone are the days when I had my bank stocked with, like, 200,000 of those. Got lost in Vault of the Wardens. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've had that same experience with demon hunters just zipping away into the wilderness while I'm like, I don't remember where you went. And it's kind of a race to find them before they like kick me for being not there. I want to pop another one of these. We're not making a whole batch. We're only doing a 500er. Yeah. Caught a Hazel stream live. Welcome. Kitty, are you going to make a feral druid? I heard that they got invited to the race to world first, so this is your day. Here, you want a big camera? This is your moment. Good morning. Good morning. You woke me up a lot. You walked all over me in the night. And as a result, I'm really tired, but also I remembered a lot of dreams. Whenever I'm like interrupted from sleep, that's always when I remember most of the dreams. Like, you know, like 5 or 7 of them instead of just 1 or 2. The stupid spider bit. Oh, that sucks. I did not make a hunter with short pink hair yesterday, and nobody had their money on that. Nobody had their money on me not doing it. Nobody had money on anything, of course, because I'm not a gambling woman, but... You leaving? What if you sat on my lap? I have my fuzzy pants on. They're really warm. Nice for a kitty cat. Yeah. Nice. Drink speed potions for all time walking. That's pretty smart. Cute kitty cat. Hi, Miss Kira. Hi, sweetie boy. Hello. Hello. Yeah, you should sleep on my lap. You haven't done that in a while. It's nice. Or there's a big bed in here that the dog isn't on right now because he's in the front. He's sleeping. He's having his moo-moo nap. You could have a dog-sized bed all to yourself. In fact, you could have that at any time because there's more beds than there are dog. A pretty good margin. Kitty always calm, sometimes being a rascal. She is, at this point of her life, never being a rascal. She had rascal years, but I think they're behind her. She is always just a sweet angel. I think it's harder for her to get up to mischief when she can't see. Today is the first day of SOD. I believe it's going to be 1 p.m. my time. And the word on the street is that there's only 4 servers and they can have 7,000 players on each. So like, it's kind of not a guarantee that you'll even get in to play. And I was kind of tossing around in my head, well, do I want to try and do like a bonus stream and just stream SOD while I play with Flabby? Just kind of like get on Discord and turn on stream and hang out. But it might depend on whether or not I can even log in to SOD. Also, I don't know anything about it, but maybe that's the point. Not really trying to queue. Yeah, and I don't. It's kind of hard to say how busy it's going to be, but I have a feeling it's going to be highly popular. So we'll see. I might take a look at it, but I might also skip it completely and do something else with my afternoon and not stream at all. So who's to say? What are you gonna make for SOD? I was thinking of a hunter because I like hunter a lot. It's my favorite thing to play in classic. With my second choice being a priest because if anybody needs me to do Black Fathom Deeps, they might want a healer and they might not want a hunter. But maybe they'll want a hunter. I don't know. People bring DPS to groups. I just never like to count on it. Trying the arcane healer. Wouldn't be against a bonus stream. Might be a tomorrow kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, there is always tomorrow, isn't there? Tomorrow's Friday, kitty cat. Friday. Hi, how you doing? We've got coffee for today's stream. After crafting and coffee, which is like my favorite morning segment ever. I need to either slam some medium keys in my priest, like 11 through 15s, to get Worm's Crest because she needs him real bad. I need him real bad. Or I could play Scary. She's got 2 more Wings of LFR to do. She could do her own keys. I'm sure there's gear upgrades I can get for her. I wanted to maybe look into getting a Shadow Flame Armor patch piece crafted. It kind of... My embellishes as a tank are just damage embellishes, which makes me feel less enthused to get them, but I should use my Dream Sparks just to get, like, higher item level gear. But what if I procrastinate long enough to get, like, an enchanted Worm's Crest from Rep or something like that, and then I can make a good one, you know? I don't know. Mage gets a healing spec in SOD. It's the Wild West, man. What is that? I want that. Oh, the arcade healer. Lock tank on purpose. Off tomorrow. Thank goodness it'll be -5. Like degrees? Temperature? Keys? Keys? Oh, man. Keys. I haven't tanked any keys this week yet on my tank, but my understanding is that it's a lot of everybody else's problem. You know, like they can sort out their own spitefuls and they can dodge their own volcanoes, and I just get to sit there and get punched. Yeah, Celsius. It's chilly. It was 4 above this morning for me, but I still wore my warm pants. And then I wore my mitts, but I ended up taking off my mitt because I'm doing a thing with Mr. Moose where I bring some of his breakfast with me on our walk to use it to capitalize on training opportunities. And when I feed him kibble out of my hand, it gets really gross. And the mitts are gross enough. I need to wash those mitts. They smell like fish. It's not nice. I need to throw them in the wash. But there's really no sense in trying to wear them when I'm feeding him kibble out of my hand. You don't get spitefuls as a tank. Nice 20 Celsius for me. I'll be lying in bed watching the stream. Think they'd ever add more specs to existing classes in retail? What they've done in the past is they've like completely reworked specs. Like they did it with Survival Hunter and they did it with Outlaw Rogue, which was formerly Combat Rogue, where they just take a spec and they basically throw it in the garbage and they come up with something completely new. Or almost completely new. I think tacking on extra specs to existing classes kind of just makes the game harder to balance without as much of the hype of like a new class. I feel like doing a new class that only has 2 specs would be not that much more work, but it would be way more like hype and marketing and a thing that makes people excited to come and try and play things. I think hero talents are not a new spec, but like the closest we're going to get to that for a while. Off into the icy depths again. Have a lovely stream. Waiting for a medium range spellcaster TH. Assuming you use the GitHub character randomizer, how did you see the results? It was white text on a white screen. I highlighted it, and then highlighting it made it readable for me. So just dragging my cursor over it to highlight the text. I liked it because it was kind of like a dramatic reveal. But yeah, it is a web page made with someone with a lot of spirit. Do you think the new specs in SOD will be a test to see how they work and if people like them? They might bring them to retail then. You can hold out hope for anything. I know nothing. I think that's what the kids call hopium, but I'm cranky and old, so anything's possible. I'm gonna throw all those up there. Yeah, there we go. Can I have my free artisan's medal, please? Yeah, okay. Alright, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Do I heal or do I... I can't rhyme. Let me show you her gear. Let me show you what I got last night. I got, out of our normal raid reclair, a smoldering seedling trinket. And this is a healing trinket that spawns a little tree. And you heal the little tree, and the little tree spreads your healing out to other people in the raid. And if at the end of 12 seconds your little tree lives, he gives you a cute little mastery buff and says, thanks. I like this because it's cute. However, my old trinkets were not great. I was using a previous season trinket. It was a Rashok's Heart, but still, I wanted to get rid of it. And I get this because there's not a lot of competition for it. And, you know, what I'm hearing from people is like, oh, that trinket's kind of annoying. What I'm looking at on Questionably Epic is, oh, you know, it's like 5th or 6th ranked. It's fine. It's not like Biss. But then I'm like playing with it in raid. I wonder if I can find the poll. I'm playing with it in raid. Yeah, okay. Here's my healing done for our normal... No, not normal. Our heroic Laredar progression kill. And here in the breakdown is where the seed was. I don't want them to do anything about it because it's perfect and definitely balanced. But this thing is busted. It doesn't cap how much healing it copies, as far as I can tell. It caps how much it... Like, it has a thing that sounds like a cap, but I don't think it's a cap. It says healing is increased for each ally until 694k healing is provided. However, it seems to continue copying healing just with a flat amount of, like, increase for each ally. So what you can do as a Holy Priest is you pop your seedling down, and then I recommend having a macro to target the thing because, you know, you don't want to be messing around with looking for it. You pop the healing, the seedling down, you get your macro to target it, you put your Guardian Spirit wings on it, and then you bomb Serenities into it. And it's nutso. I did like 300k healing on that trash pole with the 2 big golems that kills everybody. It's so fun. So then later a heroic friendship emerald badge dropped. And I was rolling for it and I was like, this is technically my biz, but I'm having so much fun with my toy. It's okay. Like, it's biz for a lot of people, you know. I might get an emerald badge one day, but I might have to get it from like a vault or something like that. But holy moly, I'm having so much fun with that trinket. Upgrading it does not seem to improve the effect at all. It just improves the int, so I'm not going to slam too many more upgrades into that until I've like caught up on stuff for the rest of my my gear. But I have a lot of champion like 4 of 8, 6 of 8 pieces. I've got a veteran 8 of 8 that I could swap for a champion 4 of 8. So basically, if I can get myself a lot of Worm's Crest, and I'm 50. Well, I'm only 50 below cap, but like I could use that 50 basically. How many am I below cap there? I'm 50 below cap on that too, or 48. I'm trying to decide if this is ever going to come together for me without doing this manually the old-fashioned way. Do I think I'm done with hardcore? I don't know. But I don't have any current plans to play it at this time. I think an event would have to happen where I would be like, you know what, this is the right moment for it. It's hardcore. I think it may get swept along in the stream of time. These things are so dangly. Imagine having bags that clean. You think these are clean? Oh, shucks. I'm carrying around, stuff. Yeah, so those gloves will be good when I catalyze them, but I have to wait for another catalyst charge. That... I can get rid of that. I don't need a hero chest piece. I have a myth chest piece on. I can get rid of that. So here, let's... Oh, that's Symbol of Hope. Oops-a-daisy do. Here, let's get rid of this. And then these legs are hero legs. I have champion legs on, so again, just like catalyst fodder for the future. I'm not going to DE Rashok's Heart, but I might stick it in the bank along with this hero track music box just in case anything changes. That champion shawl is kind of annoying because it's like haste verse, which is kind of not what I want. Yeah, I need to do more keys this week. We did 4 keys, so my first 2 slots are pretty good. Anyway, I was going to the bank, not the vault. Got forced it after raid yesterday. New rotation for S-Priest. It's bonkers. Oh, nice. I was trying to figure it out very briefly in a key that I did as Shadow Priest, and my understanding was press a lot of Shadow Word Death. That was all I got out of it. It was doing good things. Or it was doing things anyway. Let's stick that one in. Am I gonna carry these around? Yeah, I am. And then I have, oh, I have a shimmering. Oh, that's right. I bought some. I traded up some crests from the vendors. So that'll save some time. Oh, I could have done an 11 key in the time that I've spent, you know, flimmy flaming about it. Dungeons. Let me see. Let me get into a key healing spec. And see if I can just find one. You hate pressing Shadow Word Death. I mean, if everything tells me to. I'm, why do I hate pressing Shadow Word Death, actually? Is that true? Have I ever said that? I don't... That sounds like completely new information to me. Specialization is keys, and then the group, and the pre-made, and the dungeons, and the finder group. And we're looking for, basically, the most optimistic looking kind of 11 through 15. There's a BRH 13. There's an Everbloom 13. Because that's where the Worm Crest are, right? Yeah, I guess I'll sign up for the BRH too. Although it doesn't have a tank yet. 472, nice. Yeah, it really caught up after something or another. It really caught up. It's been good. I got some replacements, I guess. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go for the legendary on any of my characters. It sounds like a lot of work and a lot of gold and a big bag of I can't be bothered. I don't care enough. Oh, this one I got into is this is Everbloom. Okay, I can head out there. Am I playing SOD? Maybe. It kind of depends if I can get in. Is it the reflex of thinking Shadow Word Death will do damage to you? I don't know, because you heal it back. I don't think I have a problem with Shadow Word Death. I think this is... Or if it is, then I've changed my mind, which is known to happen from time to time. We're going to Everbloom. Everbloom is this one with the trees and stuff. Yeah. Coffee good. Coffee good. I want a mount that's... Oh, I got a Dream Infusion on my Demon Hunter, and I used it to buy this one. I guess I could ride this all the way to the Everbloom if we don't have a tank yet. It says I have to use the flying mount. Having a Dream Talent means I get to buy that one. I still need more of those things, but it's kind of cool that, you know, you can do them on multiple characters. Plus, I haven't spent any Seed Bloom yet. I have 4 Seed Bloom here. I have more on my other character, and I figure I'm just going to sit on it until I have enough renown to buy mounts, and then I think I fill out the mounts and then the pets, and then I work on the transmog. But the transmog's like a lot. There's a lot of it. You could tank this key. I could. I won't. Got the orange candy from a seed yesterday. 2 mounts dropped from seeds in 1 day. All my purple seed mounts dropped on alts. Yeah. Yeah, how many seed mounts? Oh, I don't have any of the stags yet. I'd like to get one of those. Trying to figure out. Yeah, so these are the purple seed mounts. I have one, evidently. And it's that one. There's also a Dream Stag and Dream Sabers. And then another Dream Stag. Yeah, I mean, I want all of them, but I like the stags. Pretty quick and easy to do the Emerald Dream Weeklies and alts. Yeah! Yeah, I finished them on Scary after... I finished them on Scary yesterday afternoon. And got her... She got a bunch of dupes. She got a bunch of veteran gear in slots that she already had veteran gear, but it's nice just for flight stones and stuff. Oh no, my stags. Want to spend Seed Bloom yet in case I loot whatever I buy. Yeah! Yeah, this is good thinking. Smart investment, getting that expensive augment rune thing today. Oh, nice! My renown is 15, and at first I was like, man, I'm behind. And then I was like, you know what? There's only 20 of them. There's only 20 of them, and I've been doing the bare minimum. I'm fine with this. When are you allowed to buy the thing? 18? You can buy the... Yeah, 18 you can buy the thing. I'll probably do it at my priest. I imagine that'll be the case. Hola. Hello! Are you guys doing SOD today? And if so, what are you playing? 2 hunters and a shaman walk into an Everbloom. I'm gonna be restraining myself from making that hunter I was talking about yesterday on stream. Nah, tank lock for me. Cranking content to get to renown 18. Good way to get Dream Warden's rep. Kind of lost. A good way to do it is just kind of do your weeklies and do world quests, and make sure you've done the campaign and side quests. You can also get a contract so that whenever you do a world quest, you get a little bit of extra Dream Warden's rep. I've never bothered with that, but they're craftable and purchasable. You can get a contract for 250 gold on 250 gold. On this character, I just do, I did the campaign. I did some world quests. I mostly just do my weeklies. So do the seed planting weekly, do the super bloom weekly, do the world boss. Nothing too crazy. Still trying to get 16 to hardcore. After that, it's back to retail. Why deprive yourself? Mount Journal. I hope that we can do this Everbloom. And then I hope it goes well. Oh, there's a tank. Let's go. A 13 should be pretty easy, but one must never get overly confident, especially when one runs with full. What do you mean? I can't look at that. That's going to stress me out. I got the juniper and spruce pets recently from the Emerald Dream, from the Dream Warden's rep. And I know they're just recolors of the little stag, but holy smokes, they're cute. Look at this. Aww. Come on. That's pretty good. This has got a little teeny tiny little beard. Teeny tiny little antlers. I don't think it made that sound, but it would be very funny if it did. Well, actually, what did make that sound? Okay, it mostly squeaks. I thought it made the big roaring sound. Looked at the stuff coming to Trading Post tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Oh, I didn't know November was over. This is fine. Yeah, I did. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna get. I guess I'm gonna have to see. Yeah, the moose pet's gonna be cute, and then I think I have to buy the other deer recolor. And then it's like, well, do I just auto pick up the mount because it's a mount? Do I learn to let mounts go and accept that it's a ground mount and I'm like never gonna see it again? End of the year goes by so quickly. That's generally how months work, sadly. Every time a month ends or like a week ends or, you know, time passes in any way, I have this completely irrational sense of, oh man, I did it wrong. This is all my fault. If only I had done something differently, this wouldn't have come to pass. Which sounds bananas when I say it out loud. Made gear, weapons, mounts, and pets, probably. Why is time? What is time? I don't know her. Oh, kitty cat. Your fault. Glad to hear it. I was worried before. Yeah, it's all me. Bananas are great. Well, see you later, kitty cat. I'm gonna try a new thing with. Oh, we got a tank. Let's go. Is this my portal? I usually just try clicking on them until it like works. I just assume that someone that I know is summoning. Is that a warlock portal? Why? Alright, well, I'll do it then. Maybe it's a warlock portal so that, oh yeah, there we go. So that people can find it. That's funny. Alright, woo! A DK tank, indeed. Mark myself, passive aggressively mark the other person with me at the stone. Oh, that's kind of clever. That ping that they did worked. That ping was actually genuinely very helpful. I want to throw on a Tepid Versa. I still have food buff from raid last night, and I still have rune from raid last night, so I'm all set. If only I did the lottery with the winning numbers last week. Sabotaging my life. Oh, man. I'm gonna try a new thing. I watched a bunch of videos. This sounds like me. I watched a bunch of videos on a new thing I want to try, which is working on training my puppy, but with a really long lead in like a field somewhere. So I'm like scoping out places that I can realistically do this without being in anybody's way, or that it won't be like too crazy distracting. But I want to work on recall training in medium distracting environments, basically, because he's perfect at it if, you know, we're home or like nothing else is going on. But we don't have a lot of opportunity to practice from distance without other dogs around, because anywhere that he's off leash, other dogs are also off leash because of like cities and bylaws and stuff. So I ordered a 30-foot lead, and I'm gonna like see, maybe I might have to get up early or something, but scope out some place that we can use that to go practice, because I'm not allowed to have him like off leash places. People do it anyways, but I'm not gonna be people, especially if I'm not like super confident on his recall. But I can use that, and I've watched a bunch. There's a lot of different. There's some really complicated ways to train your dog. Holy moly! This one lady, and I'm sure she's brilliant, but she had this belaying setup where she was using climbing gear with like carabiners and stuff to like let out line and retrieve line from her dog. It was wild. I was watching all this, taking notes, being like, "This is not. I'm not gonna do that very well." But you just got to do your best. Lead is just another word for a leash. Big rope attached to dog, and that you're holding on to keep your dog from running free through the city and getting himself moitered by cars. Mysterious dog illness. Freaking us out. Vet said no dog park for at least 3 to 4 months. Oh, man. German Shepherd puppy in my apartment buildings. Trained off lead. I see. That's cool. Oh yeah, I need to remember to use my trinkets sometime. But when am I going to need to do big healing in this dungeon? Maybe on the Berserker pulls? It's a fortified week this week. I like doing it when I have GS up. I don't like doing it without GS. The result is that I'm kind of being trained by this trinket. Like, I'm saving all my good heals for my trinket. I don't want to use my big buttons on my teammates. I want to heal the tree so the tree can heal them. But sometimes you have to actually heal people. Priests cannot cleanse poison. No, we can do diseases and magic. Every healer can do magic, but we get diseases. Druids are cheaters. Druids can do curses and poison, and then of course magic. And I think that's no fair. Give me curses or something. Although, the one thing about having dispels is that people then expect you to, like, use them and stuff, so you are kind of just giving yourself more jobs. Yes, shamans can cleanse poisons, too. Do shamans get just poison and magic? I don't know. I don't know if shamans can do... Oh, no, shamans can do curse, too. Yeah, shamans can do poison and curse, but not disease. But priest definitely only gets disease. Who do I want to give the thing to? Let's give it to... Oh, I need current encounter. Laradar is no longer relevant to me right now. hurt? Don't mind me. There we go. There we go. Alright. Little belated PI to the enhancement shaman. Probably should have waited for the damage amp, but you know what? What good are shoulds in life there? This'll do. This'll do. Alright, so we don't really need this healing, but yeah, I'm summoning the trinket and I target the trinket. Oh, I don't have it on this bar! I need to set up my macros on this bar. Okay, I forgot. I have them in my raid tank spec, or my raid healing spec, but not my raid, not my key healing spec. Oh well. That's okay. 45-second cooldown, but it's not on a 45-second cooldown. It's on a 2-minute cooldown, and nobody seems to remember that. They changed it. And I'm not saying it was because of you, but it was because of you. No, it's because it was busted. Slash macro. We're gonna get our cute little, we'll throw that in Alt 5, and then we throw this on Alt 4. Hazel, are you okay? Yeah, I'm great. I'm real good. Changed it to 2 minutes. It's awful. It's still very good. It's just, it's not a 2 minute anymore. The biggest problem is that, or it's not a 45-second. The biggest problem is not that it's 2 minutes. The biggest problem is that people don't know it's 2 minutes, so they expect you to use it more often than that, and they get really confused when it's not available. AKA bursting last week. What do you mean we can't kill 14 of these at once? Why are we dead? I must dispel the last man. Alrighty. Okay. So we're gonna go 4, 5, 4, 1. And when you're bombing heals in this little guy, it heals everybody for a lot, which is really important when anyone has taken any damage. Not as necessary if nobody's taken any damage. But, you know, we do our best. Hello, Hazel and Hazel Enjoyers. Hello! How you doing? Voker is not my main anymore. Elizabeth is retired. Also, she never got the name Elizabeth, but I switched to Holy Priest for this season. And I think I'm gonna stay, I think I'm gonna be Inksy for a long time. I know myself too well to promise forever, but I don't know. Feels like I'm home. Elizabeth, you heard me. Sometimes names are too good and you just can't lock them down fast enough. You have a year to decide what to do next. What if I decided already and I'm gonna do this next? Job done. Snack Straws is one of the best names. Rolling a drag theory with that name somewhere. I don't even think I came up with it. I think I was streaming Dragonflight beta and someone suggested it in chat. That had to be it. Can't wait for Hazel's Disc Priest era. I mean, anything can happen. You never know what's around the corner. That would be weird, though. That would be pretty weird. I'm kind of a Holy Priest diehard. I'm irrationally against discipline. You know, they just can't make up their minds. Are you a healer? Yeah, they're a healer. What am I trying to say? Nothing. I'm not trying to say anything. It's a push week, but I'm gonna have to put together some groups. One of our members is away this week. And we have enough people to fill, but that was the person that, like, kind of corrals everybody. And I don't know if we have any leadership without that. You know, it takes a certain kind of person to, like, talk to more than one person and be like, Keys? Maple Syrup, thank you for the 6-month resub. Took a break off WoW and WoW content, but I'm stoked to get back in the game. And use your amazing guides. Do you have any advice for someone who left during Season 1 recently got back to WoW? The game's going to funnel you towards the Emerald Dream, and that's where you want to be right away. That's going to have lots of great gear, as well as materials that you can use to upgrade it to kind of get caught up. So if you're confused about what to do, focus on stuff in the new Emerald Dream zone. That will have... It'll have upgrades for you. Oh. Alright, off and away. Kitty, you coming up? No? Okay. Ooh! Holy frame rate. Don't mind me. And then for the charge, you want to kind of get away from wherever you wanted to stand before, because you're going to drop one of those thingies. They won't last forever, but they last a while. The trick to this fight is having melee watch for the tank thing and then get out as well, because they're going to drop one too. Oh, hi, kitty. You're welcome to come up. Hi. Meow. Oh, this doesn't even have Spiteful. Oh, 13s are beautiful. I should live here. I don't like Spiteful. I don't mind Volcanic at all. Volcanic is a non-issue. I can use my thing in another, like, 10 seconds. My trinket. Although I don't think we need to. I think it's basically over. Hello, Chat and Hazel. I have a problem. Hello. Tell us. What's up? Healer check bosses like Shade and Medivh in this rotation. Oh man, you just gave me the chills with that one. I locked that one away in a box. What do you guys think? Healer check bosses in this Mythic Plus rotation. What? I mean, that one that we just did is often a lot, like on really high keys. That can be very stressful. High keys on Tyrannical. That's just a lot of throughput that you have to do. Thinking of bosses that still hurt really badly, even when everything goes right. Not things like Timeways is difficult to do. Actually, Timeways is a decent amount of raid damage as well. And Timeways is brutal because you're, you know, doing the hokey pokey, walking backwards, doing a sobriety test while you're trying to heal everybody that's all spread out. So that's kind of awful. Neptulon? Does it? I mean, I guess I haven't done it. What's the highest key I've done that on a Tyrannical week? Like an 18 maybe? Neptulon's not bad when everything is, like, done cleanly. But, mind you, I haven't done, like, a 20 on Tyrannical. I've done, my Throne of Tides. My best Tyrannical Throne of Tides is an 18, and it was overtime, so. Although, I think it was overtime, not because of Neptulon, but because of the second boss. We did a bad job. The mage boss here. Yeah, this one hurts. You've got a lot of, speaking of. The Cinder Bolt, yeah, does large amounts of damage. Tess, thank you very much for the 31-month resub. Appreciate it. Dragon trash my portals and Dawn is the true bros. I know precisely what you mean. love where I've chosen to stand. Okay, that's better.
Watch your...
It's almost over.
Pulling in. Watch your...
So those are worth 1% each. So we need 3 of them from over here, yeah. Crazy to me these are worth 1% each. They're like pretty not a big deal. Low keys are chill, but sometimes I'm a little bit bored. And the thing that you're supposed to do when you're bored, if you're doing something that's too easy, find a way to try to do a perfect job at it. You know, like try and find something to do better. And usually I'm not doing as much damage as I could be, because I'm just sitting around being bored. So the smart thing to do is to try to optimize my DPS whenever I'm like feeling like he's too easy, but try disc? Never. No. No, thank you. No, it's a good idea. It's a good idea that I'm not gonna do. It's a great spec. I'm just a Wicked Witch of the West. Okay. I like to imagine that there's like some kind of cosmic entity that has a bet on whether or not that I'm gonna roll disc in my life.
Shockwave.
And they're trying to like send, you know, snakes into Eden to try to tempt me into it, to tip the scales.
Shockwave. Shockwave.
I agree with you. That is frequently the issue.
Run over the flowers.
But that's like a good challenge in itself. Sometimes Lokis can be very good when they're messy. They can be very good practice on what I like to call disaster management. Which is when everything's falling apart and you're panicking. Which buttons are you going to press first?
Shockwave.
Yeah, we'll just kind of do this. Oh, there's like... I want to do big healing with my trinket, but there's like not... No one needs me to.
Shockwave. Shockwave.
I've never paid any attention to that triad in my life. I don't know what it does. I don't know what it's for.
Run over the flowers.
This boss is almost over, right? We're gonna finish it. Yeah. Hi Hazel, I exist today. Hi Scarlet. I suspect a holy buff on December 5th. Well, it's tradable, but none of these people were cloth, so. Thanks. Did I get my worm's crests? Yeah, I got 80 flight stones, and 12 worm's crest, because it would be too many to give you enough to do an upgrade. Supervising the key. Yeah. Ooh, kitty, I almost bonked over my water bottle. Give it, become a Shadowbane. Listen to the voices. I did my time. I did. WoD Legion and BFA as a Shadow Priest main. Okie dokie. We've got... Yeah, I'm just going to disenchant that because it doesn't have a socket on it. So we're going to make that go away so we're not confused by it. I have 37 Worms Dreaming Crests on me now. That's reasonable. Can I... What do I even want to upgrade first? I've just been kind of slamming upgrades into anything. Sort of kind of prioritizing tier pieces. But I'm like capped on flight stones basically. Or not quite, but I have been capped recently. So I'm just trying to like spend on basically expensive pieces that I know I'm going to keep. Ideally things that give big main stat. Like Helm would be not bad. I can spend 340 stones and 30 crests, but that'll give me an extra 233 stam. And spend down some of my stones. Yeah, there we go. Because, yeah, everything needs Worms crests. That puts me at 472. And I can officially say that I've done something to help that problem today. So I can now go mess around and play and have fun. Semi-good news. What's up, Scarlet? Struggling to save up flight stones this season. My alt is the polar opposite of my main. My main is flooded with them, and she doesn't have enough crests. And my alt is, she's got plenty of the crests that she needs, but she has no flight stones. Even with all the flight stone discounts and stuff. I think it's because I play my main. Like, I'll do keys, you know, and just people will be like, hey, we'll do some keys, and I'll spend a couple hours doing them. And you just get a lot of flight stones for doing that when you're doing it all the time. Referred to a psychiatrist. Oh, that's great. That's excellent. Hopefully you can learn some helpful stuff. Yeah, she has, oh, she has 334 flight stones. I think maybe I was panicking as to what to spend them on. WoW interest is low, though. Well, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. It's a brilliant mug. Well, thank you. I'm wearing Magheart Orc Heritage, Necrolord Wings, and then I just got the new Death Knight, normal or LFR tier. I don't know, new Death Knight tier helm looking thing. And I thought, you know what, I'm keeping that on. So, we have... The problem is I could like crank this adventurer stuff and it would only cost flight stones, plus it would be discount. I wouldn't even need to use crests. But I'm kind of hesitant to do that because I only have so many stones, you know? And I feel like I'm going to replace those pieces. I feel like the adventure and the explorer gear, I'm just going to get veteran stuff, right? And I'm just so starved for flight stones in this character. I think what I want to do is I want to queue for... Not a random heroic. I want to queue for... I did Incarnate's Wake. They don't give the tank call to arms anymore, do they? I want to queue up for this one and then for the Viridian Weave. Does anybody want to come? I'll open up a group for a bit. It'll be a horde group. So I'm going to say... I'm going to put it in custom. Actually, no, I'll put it in... Yeah, no, I'll put it in custom because there's no LFR section raid. Hazel's LFR. Second two wings. And then minimum is 424 to queue for LFR. So I'll leave that open for a bit if anybody wants to queue with me. That has a horde character that can come along. Trade me everything is not implied. Normal loot rolls. I'm not here to steal your stuff. Okay. Hi, baby girl. I can go back to the Emerald Dream in the meantime. Plant some seeds or something. Seeds are good. They give flight stones and stuff. I think that Scary could have a lot of good from just hanging out in the Emerald Dream. I think there's things that she could use out there. Drake's crests and Worm's crests and flight stones and stuff. Just for her raw item level. I really should craft a Shadow Flame armor piece. Have those come down? Have the patches come down in price at all? Let me see. Shadow Flame. What if you type it better? Shadow Flame tempered armor patch. 10k for that. Yeah, I should probably do that and put it onto like an anything. Like a little, like a boots or something. A little flexible piece. Or like a belt, actually. My belt's awful. It's just a question of if I can find a blacksmith. I don't know if Flappy has blacksmithing. I know you can make cloaks. Oh, hey, thanks. Got some free Drake's Crisps. How's raid progress going? It's good! What did we do? We killed a couple new bosses last night, and we have another raid night tonight. So we re-cleared normal, and then we killed our new heroic bosses. We killed Council of Dreams. We killed Lairdar. We almost killed Nimue, but we didn't quite kill Nimue. We're going to try that again tonight. So we're up to however many bosses that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 5 of 9 heroic now. There is no reason to do that for LFR, Lokis. No reason to do what? Kind of cranking an item level, not gonna lie. What if it sounds fun as a reason? Nothing wrong with going solo and WoW, going at your own pace too. Yeah. I did not finish the campaign on her. I have been kind of, sort of, pecking away at stuff. Sort of, kind of, a little bit. What time is it? Not what time is it? I mean, it's 9:57. Oh, there's going to be a Super Bloom. Super Blooms take so long, though. I did the Super Bloom weekly already. I also, I think, forgot to tag the boss. I like doing dragon races. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to queue for LFR. Let's just go ahead and do that. We're going to queue up for Molten Incursion, and we're also going to queue for Viridian Wheat, which is the new wing, and see if it'll check us in. 20 seconds left on this one. I'm going to put a seed in. I had my first Super Bloom yesterday, and I was dying for it to be over. I lose interest. They're too long. It takes too much time for my brain, anyway. I lose interest pretty quickly. And then I end up just kind of like following along on it, and then like not doing anything. And then I like forget to tag the boss, and I'm like, oops. Probably missed out on some loot there. Oh well. Sorry. How long is too long? They take about 20 minutes? 18 to 20 minutes? It's like you could have done a lot of things in that time. They enter long after you've done the quest requirements. Yeah, and you finish the quest requirement within your first like minute, but you still want to stay to the end of it. So you're just waiting. It doesn't feel like it's, I mean, yeah, it's nice to get the different boxes. And if you join a group, you can usually do that. But, you know, like the mobs that you're fighting, they just end up with like a ton of health, so you just kind of feel like you're waving your little noodle fingers at them. The other things that you're doing give very tiny amounts of progress, so it just, nothing that you do feels that important. And then it feels like you may as well just do nothing, and then doing nothing's really boring, so it's just not... I don't know. I haven't been super jazzed when I've been doing them. I do them sometimes, which is more than I can say for some of the other events. If I notice they're up. But, like, it's one thing to be like, oh, hey, the Super Bloom's almost started. I should do that. And then being like, do I want to be committed to that for the next 20 minutes? You know, if you only had an hour to play, that could, like, make the difference of whether or not you're going to do a key or something like that. Oh, I miss that one every time. What did do? There we go. Soup was 15 and that was long. Ooh, kitty cat. Yeah. I like the Super Bloom. Seen other people, etc. I like planting seeds. That's kind of fun. Especially with Plumber, where you can just kind of like drop by, contribute a little bit of stuff, and then like do a loop and pick up a bunch of things. That's nice. That was a gold time. I cannot believe it. The normal races have wildly forgiving times on in the Emerald Dream. I don't know why that is, but it's true. Oh, I never did the world boss. I mean, I'm not going to do the world boss right now because I'm in the queue for LFR. But maybe after that. I am 440, aren't I? Yeah, there's only the one world boss as far as I can tell. Oh. Keep up. This is the second wing, or the third wing, rather. I'm never gonna find this guy again. Oh well. I like the lamps in the raid. There's like these flower lamps. And I thought I would have those in my home. I wonder if we can finish this treasure. Maybe there is a world boss being done in your realm right now. Who's to say? True. Yeah, sometimes I don't even join a group. Sometimes I just get there and then it's already like mostly dead and I can just kind of join in. Last roughly third of the super bloom. Long walk with the occasional button press. Yeah, it's probably worth it. The bags that you get, like the blue and the green bags, they seem to have 10 flight stones in each. Which is not nothing, but it's kind of not really worth doing the entire thing. Ooh, a gigantic dream seed. +10 keys now, trying to get boots for the item level. Nothing? Oh, I'm sorry. Couple crests, 10 flight stones. Yeah. Yeah, I think seeds are one of the better ways to get flight stones, especially if you can get into a big group and you just contribute to like a lot of active seeds. It's pretty decent. Can you mark the guy? Probably. Here, I'll crank this one up to 50. I looted that one, didn't I? Sometimes Plumber tells me I have unclaimed rewards and I don't know if it's true. It might be true. Bag at the end is what's really worth if you don't have to do your weekly super bloom. Yeah. Bag at the end. Like the purple bag for doing a really good one, or is there another thing? The boss loot? Yeah, no, I definitely looted that. There's nothing there. That one hasn't even started. Pardon me. I had a dream that my dog got so tall that he could just walk forward and put his whole body on my grandmother's kitchen counter without needing to jump up. I don't know what happened to his front legs in this dream. He just kind of like walked forward and like his body slid onto the table like a boat. And I thought, that's very tall. You're going to eat all our cookies. Long legs on that dog. Waiting for dream stars. You said you had 6 or 7. That was one of them. There was a really long one where myself and my partner and I were walking Moose, and he wanted to go into this parking garage for a medical facility that had a lot of big, scary warning signs on it, including one that said, lunch delivery drivers will be admitted only after a personal interview. Like, they were going to allow, like, Uber Eats, but they were going to... you had to get, like, qualified to deliver Uber Eats to the people that worked at this facility. And I was like, I don't think we should walk there. And my partner's like, no, it'll be really cool. We'll go. And then we went in, and it was like, you were, like, getting lost, and you kept... the only way out was to follow cars, but that kept going farther and farther down, and the farther down you got, the more like dangerous it was. And the more you realize this is like an experimental secret facility, and there's like people with like ailments that you haven't even heard of that could be highly contagious, and you know, it was like really spooky. And then I was like trying to leave, and then I finally get out and I realize I don't have the dog or the partner with me. I was like, where's Moose? I need Moose. The gate was broken. There was a locked gate that had the chain link part peeled away from it in the dream. But then I ended up at some kind of like a concert where they were singing Spice Girls songs as hymns into big microphones that looked like prosthetic legs. But they were only singing like the 2 lines of it, and they were doing it over and over again in kind of like this rhythmic hymn pattern, and it was like really cool sounding, but everybody else was like they're never going to stop singing, we're trapped here. You think this is cool now, just wait. They only do these 2 lines. And then I was like singing along, grooving, wondering when I was ever going to see my doggy again. Yeah, that was a dream. You gonna jump down, please? Yeah. There you go. Sounds exhausting to me. Weird dreams. I mean, usually I'm sleeping. So it's, you know, you're working on the exhausting thing. I used to worry that it meant that there was something loose in my brain, and that was why other people dreamed about, like, being late to work, and I was dreaming about, like, you know, eating my own face with, like, cream cheese. But I've realized that it doesn't matter. It's really a moot point. Worrying about it wouldn't make it any better if there was something wrong. My day would be ruined if I remembered even one of such dreams. Soft, I guess. I don't think that's true. I dreamed that Gus Fring from Breaking Bad and Jimmy Neutron teamed up to make turrets out of plants. So many dreams of my teeth falling out. Do you like that you remember your dreams? Yeah. Yeah, because they're cool. Sometimes like I'll wake up in the middle of a dream and it won't be quite over yet, and then I'll play out what I think the end of the dream might have been. Like I'll imagine out the rest of it just because I feel like it was an unfinished story. So we take the boss after the bear charge, eh? That sounds true. I had a dream that my guild leader got canceled for calling someone's mom a MILF. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Things that could happen. After I cut my hair last year, or at the beginning of this year, I guess, I had quite a few dreams where my hair had grown back overnight, and I was like weirded out and upset by that. I was like, where has my short hair gone? What is this attached to my head? And it's like a weird nightmare to have because you could just cut it again. But like, I had a lot of dreams that my hair had grown back. This is the duck boss. And then as far as I can tell, these guys share health on they share health on this difficulty. Can I chuck a feast or something? Oh, a couple feasts. And then maybe I should use a file. Morning, Hazel. Good morning. I'm just a blood DK. That's my brief. That was the plan, and that's the commitment.
5.
Stack them on Pip first, I think.
3, 2, 1.
But I should point the charge towards, like, melee. I feel like the claws can stack up to, like, a few. Although I think it just does one and then another one and then it does mechanics for a while, so, like...
Charging. Move.
Send it through a bunch of melee.
Pushback incoming. AOE incoming.
I'm gonna get out of the way so that someone else can duck that boss. There's a lot of ducks. There we go. You did it.
Watch your feet.
I took mine. 78 energy on Erwin. She's over there. $84.
Charging. Move.
I got sheeped. That's okay. That'll work. She's gonna leap away anyway. But the next charge goes into her.
Pushback incoming.
You don't have to. You only need to be a duck on the boss. So she's leaping, and I'm pointing. Or they're pointing, that's fine too. You only need to duck the boss when he's blind raging. Any other time it's fine.
AOE incoming.
Who's consuming thicket?
Move to burst.
Nice little aim. There we go. We did it. We did the thing. I did the tank jump. I've missed my death and decay, don't mind me.
Pushback incoming.
Meow. Ta-da! Let's see, we roll for transmog. We need for any trinket we can use. Seems like a tank trinket too. We pass, pass, pass. I wonder if I'll get that trinket just because it's a main spec roll. Although I don't know if you can, like if you had your loot spec set differently. Oh hey, no mana won the captivating gem. Nice, I got a trinket. See. So what does it do? Swipe at the nearest enemy. Equip. Whenever you or an ally takes damage. And at 30 stacks. Okay, so it just does stuff. It's an on-equip trinket that's going to do some stuff for me. I'm alright with that. Love an unequipped trinket. Yeah, it's got so many words. It's got so many words. But I was wearing green 415s, so that's nice. Yeah, I almost always will prefer non-equip as well. The main, especially on an alt like this, where I'm kind of like happy with the amount that I'm trying to do. Every once in a while, there will be an on-use trinket that's like really fun, that feels really effective. I've been feeling that way about my smoldering seedling. Holy moly! My smoldering seedling on my priest. That's an on-use trinket that I'm having a blast with, but it's a pretty rare occurrence that I meet something like that. So as far as I can understand, you don't want to carry the trees across. The trees should not be across any lines. I can take one of them, so you don't have to tank them both. And I can sidestep out of that. As long as there's no cast time on it, Beacon was fun for the big dam, but having to stand and cast it sucked. I can start ready checks. I think they automatically give tanks power in LFR. Got the Serpent in my Mark Center yesterday. Haven't tested it out yet. Nice. We're all ready? Alright. Bowling.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't know if the other tank ripped or if they just taunted it back. Alright, you can take it first. Boy. Live your life. So I'll taunt it during the bomb. There's going to be some description of a bomb. Weaver's Burden goes out, and then I can take it.
Watch your step. Stay away from lines.
There's going to be some lines coming out of melee. Unless they spawn behind me, that would be cool. This fight, I think, can get kind of hectic in LFR, because people often won't soak the blossoms. Oh, I see them coming out.
Run out. Watch your step. Stay away from lines. Taunt boss. Watch your step.
Whoops. Don't mind me. So full bloom is going to be... So I stand in this, and then I can drop stuff, and I'm going to go all the way to the side. And then I'm going to hit it, but not drag it over any lines. This is the trick.
Shockwave.
And then we can go back. This fight specifically, Nimue makes my rig cook. Like, it's doing fine, the graphics are coming up fine, I can just hear the fans behind my desk. It's trying to take off. On me?
Run out.
Yeah.
Watch your step. Stay away from lines.
Oh, I see. So there's like the little pairs of orbs that go in. And then they turn into the line.
Taunt boss. Watch your step.
I understand.
Stay away from lines.
Oh yeah, I stand in the flower, that's right. Was that on stream recently? I did an LFR.
Run out.
No, I wasn't streaming. I did an LFR on my priest
Watch your
this
step.
week. And we were having a lot of trouble with the range taking, like, soaking the things. And I'm on a priest, so I, like, decide to, like, grip somebody into one, and they immediately move back out. And so keep DPSing, like, right next to it. I think people just didn't... It's not always clear. You know, people get really used to, oh, I need to not stand in something. Yeah, I guess actually these soaks aren't super. It seems like if you didn't know
Sharp
and somebody
shield
hasn't
wave.
told you, you might just guess that that's something you should not stand in. It's so weird tanking raids because you're only actually tanking half the time. Okay, when we get neck piece. Need tier that's not for me. Trinket that's not for me. Couple of them. And it looks like I'm not winning a next. Oh, I rolled a 97, but someone rolled a 99. I rolled a 98 for the Hearthstone toy this week in my raid, and then my friend rolled a 99 or something like that. They were like one above me at like the very top end, and I was like, man, one day I'm gonna win that thing. Day's coming. Should have swirly circles for sure. Yeah, and it's one of those things where, like, the more you soak, like, more people can soak it faster. So I get that it shouldn't just be like a, oh, someone's on this, it's fine, like a molten ember soak. But there's probably a better way for them to visually communicate what's going on with that one. Getting it out that yells at me to get out of stuff since I never know what's good or not till it's too late. Hey, it's a good way to do it. I want to put under this one. And so after I got a trinket, I'm up to 442.5 now. And I'm happy that it does things all by itself. That's great. Works for me. Press flight stones. Yeah. Pain is a real. Lost a roll for Smolder on Trinket, and they aren't using it. Aww. Yeah, I almost prefer when LFR was personal loot because then you didn't have to see the rolls. It like works out to the same thing, but it's a bummer sometimes. I just don't want to know. Weapons are expensive to upgrade, but they give lots of stats. Sometimes I wish there was a way for it to just highlight which pieces you actually have the ability to even upgrade. Because I end up doing this where I just click on everything to, like, see, you know. Does it show up in details? You had it on for the last boss? Oh, the trinket? It does damage, but it also does some kind of a self-healing thing. I guess it could be on both. Yeah. I wasn't, I don't do very much damage when I'm tanking. I'm gonna be way at the bottom here. There I am. I did 26.6k on that on that pull. The other tank did 48k. But you know, I'm on the healing meters. There I am. Fury of Urktos. Frost Shield. Oh, it's not a thing. Yeah, I don't know if it healed me at all. What about for my damage? Death Strike, Heart Strike, Melee. Yeah, so it did some damage. It did less damage than my melee swings. Which were my third source of damage because you know, I'm just happy that I'm, like, alive and present. Blood DK best healer, yeah. On the plus in the upgrade slot will do that. But it shows everything. Like, it'll show me things even when I don't have the mats right now to upgrade them. I wanted to only highlight things that I have the crests and the stones for. Unless there's something, like an add-on that does that. Wish it wouldn't show me old season gear. Definitely accidentally upgraded something from last season. Because usually I just kind of like... I just kind of chuck upgrades on anything that I can vaguely afford that seems like vaguely a good idea. I don't min-max which order I'm doing them in too much. I'm going to get rid of this and that and these. Clean up the bags a little bit. That's green that I can send to another character to use. Do I not have health? Oh no, I have health pots. Oh yeah, I have cheap health pots. That's right. Clean up the bags a little bit. Check the auctions for heroic PoEs. How expensive could they be? Oh man, I can sell this Dreamleaf. I must have picked that up in Val'sharah. No, you're right. You're right. Listen, I'm gonna make my gold to pay for my enchants 36 at a time. She has herb and mining, and sometimes she picks stuff up. You know, it's been known to happen. Plus, you get stuff from seeds. Seeds have caused a huge influx of copper quality materials in the market, which I thought was kind of interesting. I like cleaning up my bags. It feels good. That mog is sick. Crests are only for upgrading gear. You can also sort of upgrade gear with them by crafting a piece. You can use crests to create an item or have an enchanter create an item that sets the item level bracket of a crafted piece. But generally speaking, you're just going to slam them on the upgrader. Mog looks so good. Why, thank you. Oh, I've popped enchanted rune ribbon. Do we need to repair anything? Sure. Off and away. So we've got Volcaros and then Larodar. But I kind of like being an Elefante. I don't know when I'm going to be ready to tank normal, but it's not yet. Not yet. I need more. I want to get rid of my Explorer gear, I think. I'd love to get into at least all Veteran before I try to do normal. I don't know, that's overkill, but like, I'm having fun and I feel like I'm fulfilled at this point in my life. So I don't really need to seek out bigger challenges just yet. I'm still kind of catching up with the ones I've got. Alrighty, trash time. Woo! Adore how easy Volcaros is. Hope we have more catalog rafts. I love taking pictures. I like the rafts. I don't like the balloons. The balloon one is too hard for me in Theldraszus. The rafts are fun, though. It's a cute world quest. Tank an alt knight for your guild. It... maybe? I don't know. I feel like more people have alt tanks than me. I'm going to set up a DPS alt as well at some point, and that might be more more my thing. But it is kind of nice to think about having a tank that is like vaguely set up with a vague understanding of what to do. You know, like I'm not going to tank progression or anything like that, but for Alt Knight, I think I could probably get by. Am I in my key spec? I am in my key spec. I think I've just decided to use my key spec for everything. They're pretty much the same thing. This one just has A-bomb limit in it. And I'm reserving a name in SOD. I don't really... I'm gonna try and play, I think. But to what end, I don't know. I don't really know what my goal is. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get on and get a spot. I guess I'll be around. We'll see. Miss bombing dropping quests. Those are my favorite world quests. I like the puzzles. Apparently I just want to play Bejeweled. Excited for discovering all the runes. I think Flabby wants to PvP. And I don't know about that. I don't know what that's like. Love puzzle world quests. Although it's not hardcore. That's the thing I'm gonna have to remember if I play Season of Discovery, is that it's not hardcore. I am allowed to die. I wouldn't say it's encouraged, but... Alright, so this trash ball hurts. Heart strike harder. Death strike harder. Hellstones and health pots in this trash pull. This was the trash pull on our heroic clear where I did 300k healing with my new trinket. It was so good. I always wait here for this smash thing. Dying in Classic seems so weird now. I think it's gonna really freak me out the first, like I'm not gonna want to do anything risky. I'm gonna be kind of stuck in the hardcore mindset. Give me some more bone shield. And then give me, yeah, death strike. See, I can do the thing. Look, I'm bringing him over to the downtown. Oops. Oh, it doesn't even kill you. Well, it doesn't kill me. I'm a tank. How much health do I have? 989k. It's not bad. I don't know how much health tanks are supposed to have, but it sounds good. Yeah, I think SOD launches more than... I mean, my information is like secondhand and half remembered, so my understanding was 1 p.m. Pacific. But I'd have to double check that. I don't know. We'll see. A Warlock is breaking 1 mil health. Yeah, they're tanky. They're tanky friends. Do you think paladin shamans would be a thing? What? I don't think I understand. I think paladins and shamans can be friends, but I don't think that's what your question was. I'm off to adult. May the crest god smile upon you. Thanks. Yeah, I like the string one in Legion too. All the Nazjatar Puzzle World quests were top tier.
5, 4, 3, 2.
So they're going in. They've got the hunt. They've got the boss.
Taunt boss.
And then I take the Cataclysm Jaws. It's kind of fun learning all the tank mechanics and being like, yeah, I know how to do that one. I know what's going on here. Never fear, Scary's here. Especially in LFR where, like, the fact that you taunt before Cataclysm Jaws makes you, like, a nice person to have around. You know, it's like a really low bar. Are you gonna take it? Nope. Ouchie. Okay. There we go. Now we got it. That'll work. I want Tauren Paladins in SOD. Or Horde Notes. Yeah, Season of Discovery, I guess I don't know enough about it to talk about it with any degree of accuracy. I don't know that it's multi-class so much as some classes getting access to new roles via their new Season of Discovery abilities.
Help soak.
So maybe not like paladin shamans, but maybe like shamans that can tank, that kind of thing. But I don't know anything. I really don't.
Watch your step.
Started stacking burst in my lock like I used to stack stay in vanilla. Want to cast my chaos bolts and not move. I should pay attention. What's going on here?
Watch your step. Taunt boss.
Oh, I had the... Oh. I listened to
Watch your
DBM.
step.
I taunted the boss. I wasn't supposed to taunt the boss. Okay, I've lost it now. Alright. We can get it for the next Cataclysm job.
Watch your step. Watch your feet. Watch your step. Taunt boss. Help soak.
I wonder if I can do more than 20k DPS on this one.
Watch your step.
That was what I ended up with last time. See if I can heart strike a little harder. Stand in my death and decay.
Watch your step. Taunt boss. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Alright, how did I do? I did, where am I? I did 32.2k, that's an improvement. Woo! There's a necklace. I will take any necklace. That is a one-handed sword. I don't need that, but I'll roll for Mog. Those are boots we need. Pass. Not looking so lucky yet. Not looking so lucky. Oh, it was so close. I rolled an 88 for the boots. But, alas, there are luckier people than I. What boys? I like the way the DBM says it. It sounds fun. I like that I get like a vault at the end of the week for raid just for doing Nullify. I will not cast Path of Frost. I will not cast Path of Frost. Path of Frost. So for Laredar, I think my tank swap is after the charge, and I can probably take it at near melee range as long as I have some amount of bone shield stacks up. Because it's not going to do raid damage. Yesterday I learned you don't need to be 70 to get vault progress on time walking dungeons. Oh, that's cool! Like getting vault for time walking in Heroic. No. I should probably... Well, should is a strong word. It might be fun to do that on more characters, like to have some alts that just kind of do like some heroics and then get a vault. But I want to get this character to a point where I'm comfy with what I'm doing on her every week before I start working on another character, another alt. I like that these LFR wings are short. I like LFR being broken into like these little two boss, 3 boss situations. It's nice. Gathering all that up? Yeah. I just really like that Scary's out here doing the thing, you know? I still don't really feel like I know what's going on, but I like that that's okay for this level of content. You know, she knows enough. She's got a sword. She's gonna save some runes for Mirrorend. Yeah, there you go. It's fine. Everything's fine. She's got a skull on her head. She's got bones flying around. She's out here. She's got aggro. Doing great. Exactly. It's cool. It's something I don't do very much, so it's nice to see yourself do something that you always kind of assumed that you couldn't. Even if you knew logically you could, it's kind of nice to just prove it to yourself. You're 80. I don't really want to drop a feast. I have food already. We're fine. Taunt and a sword. And apparently for blood DKs, it's all you need. No shields. Only death strike. Glam Brink, thank you for the 24-month resub. Hey Hazel, good luck with the tanking. Thank you very, very much. Happy 2 years. Oh, a buyer's been found for my auction at Dreamleaf. We're all ready?
4.
Alright, I'll let them take it first.
2, 1.
I'm gonna try and do 30k DPS. Maybe 35k. Oh, there might be ads actually, so that might be good. I might be able to do a little bit of ad damage.
Interrupt 1. Taunt boss.
So I'll wait for the charge to go out and then I'll take it.
Watch your step. Help soak.
There won't be any soaks. Because it's LFR.
Run.
Let's advance so I don't even get kicked back. And then they take it and I'll work on the roots.
Watch your step.
Which I can do nothing to help heal,
Help
so.
soak.
I'm just gonna sit here and hope for the best. I don't even have a ping bound anymore. Just Myers, thank you for the 18-month resub.
Taunt boss. Taunt boss.
Oh, there's somebody else pinged it. Good, good, good.
Watch your step. Help soak. Find shield.
One day I should figure out what I need to move around to spec into
Right.
AMC. And we death struck at a lackey. There should be maybe some more ands, yeah.
Watch your step. Interrupt 1. Help soak. Taunt boss. Taunt boss.
Now where did the roots go? Any roots? There's the roots.
Run.
Don't mind me backpedaling. And then the blazing roots are... There they are. They still have the skull on
Watch
them.
your step.
Do they die right on top of the seed? Sometimes that makes it really
Hope so.
annoying to target them as a healer if you don't have a macro for it. But they're on it, they're on it. I can't help at all! I can't do anything.
Taunt boss.
It feels
Taunt
it feels
boss.
pretty wacky to not have a heal when you're so used to having heals.
Find shield.
Is it up? It might not be up. No, they never finished healing it. Well, that's okay. We'll get determination. We'll get to do it again. I think we should wipe it up. Is there a way to make a ping macro? I know I can set a ping keybind, but I want a
Phase
special
2.
ping macro. So that I can put it on one of my regular bars without having to unkeybind it. Do you know offhand what the command is for it? I mean, I could probably Google it, but that helps. Oh, yes, I want that too. Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me take a look. Wow, ping macro. Ping system. Macro guide and wish list. Personally use the following macros. Make a slash ping, do nothing. Possibly you have an add-on blocking it. So it might be just slash ping. Okay, so it but or in your local language. Let me try making a slash ping macro. Oh, thanks. That happens to me every time. Bing! And I'm gonna pick a fun icon for it. Something that I will notice. That I don't use much on something else. I always like looking for funny icons for my own macros. Just so that they stand out to me. Sometimes I use the animals because they're cute. Put that on my bar. And then we can try and see if that works anyway. Am I unhappy with any of these buttons? I guess I can just put it on 9. I don't have anything on 9. It will always ping at your cursor. Yeah. Yeah, that's expected, I think. Hazel taking raid, let's go! I'm an LFR hero now. And by hero, I mean contributing member of the team. I'm here And that's my contribution. Occasionally I have aggro. We need an Elefar hero. We're just waiting on the DH tank. I'm gonna give myself a star. Someone in the raid chat. Let's get it done so I can go home with no loot. But one of our tank is AFK. I don't know about kicking. It's hard to get a new tank. Oh, they're there. They're there. They're here. All right. Pulling 10.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Interrupt 1.
There's the
Taunt
charge.
boss.
And then I
Taunt
taunt
boss.
the boss.
Watch your step.
And then Thorns is the little spirally
Help
thingy.
soak. Run.
I don't want it anymore. I don't
Watch
want it
your
anymore.
step.
Please
Help
taunt.
soak.
Please taunt. I guess I can take it. It's fine. I'm gonna use a cooldown.
Run.
Okay, there we go. We were doing it fine earlier, so that'll work.
Watch your step.
Taunt boss.
Help soak.
Alright, yeah, so we got the shield already for this one. It's the second one. The second
Find
one should be
shield.
spooky.
Taunt boss. Taunt boss. Watch your step. Help soak. Run.
Alright, so there's the brutes.
Taunt boss.
Charging. If I taunt it before the charge goes out, it still charges them. I just get it early, question mark? Yeah, so I'm gonna move the boss away a little bit so they can see it.
Watch your step.
Yeah, there we go, they're on
Help
it.
soak.
Now I'm just passive aggressively pinging. And we're phased in anyways. I like having that ping button though, that's nice. Just to kind of be like, hey, look over here. Excuse me, please. Because, you know, the ping could mean anything.
Phase 2. Help soak.
Alright, there's gonna be soaks. Range can go get him, hopefully. Yes. People doing that. There'll be...
Taunt boss.
Oh yeah, so now I take it, now that they've got the Smolder and Suffocation. And I can stack on them to help help heal them. With my own health.
Help soak. Defensive.
And then they take it, and I stack on a bunch of melee. And I leech all their health back.
Watch your step.
And then there's tornadoes. Oh, did we both take it? Oh, it's a cone. We both took it. That's a bummer. It's fine because it's LFR, but maybe on normal I should avoid. I forgot that I see. I forgot. I probably pointed it at a bunch of melee too. Oops. Whoops.
Taunt boss.
Macros for other pink styles. Probably. Alright, what's going on here? I would love the belt. It's got a socket on it. Oh, I rolled a 12. That's not going to work out. Anything else? We always need the Hearthstone. We never get it. And we pass, and then we transmogrel. Yeah, it wasn't going to take much to beat a 12. I got kind of excited because nobody was really rolling, but... what do you do? One day I'm going to get that Hearthstone. I don't even know what it looks like. Thanks. Yeah, not so much with the flight stones for that, but you get like a bunch of whelp crests. So it is like 11 o'clock. I think I could probably take a short break and then maybe look for either a baby scary key or I give in to temptation and I play around with the character creator and see if I can come up with a human that I like. I will be right back. All right. What are we looking at? Oh, it's oh, the Super Emblem just started. That could take all day. Is there anything else I want to upgrade? I don't really have the stones to do anything big. Oh man, 444 though. I feel like I've done. I mean, I know it kind of happens easily, but I'm pretty happy with Scary's item level after like a week and a half of playing. I think we're looking decent. She's going. She's tanking. Plus, I got a tanking trinket. It does things. We don't know what, but that's okay. Oh man. Keys wise, she hasn't done any keys for this week. Her keys away crest 8. I would probably prefer to look for like 5s, even lower than that, because I'm still kind of getting used to roots and whatnot. I did the weekly already. Yeah, I'm still getting used to what to pull. Oh, there's another reward to claim over there. Ready for normal now. Maybe she might be ready for normal. I'd love to replace a few more of these 415 pieces, but it's more about the practice, I think, than it is about the gear. I think her gear is perfectly ready for normal. I think I would just prefer... I mean, if you told me that there were normal raids that were just sitting around waiting for tanks, but I feel like... I don't know if that's true. I guess there's only one way to find out, but I'm not ready for it. Or am I? That's not what I'm gonna do. I'm just looking to see who's there. Oh, I didn't do the world boss. That's right. Yggdrasil normals. Fresh runs only. So, like, yeah, there are fresh normals. Some of them are waiting for tanks. Who's to say? Maybe maybe one day soon. Maybe this weekend I'll send one of those on stream. If you'd asked that a couple weeks ago, yeah. I haven't been doing Doomwalker or any of the other anniversary bosses. I know they give veteran loot. I don't know why I haven't been doing them. Let's go do world boss anyway. Yeah, you get a mount from Doom. I did it once for the mount for sure. I just haven't been doing it for gear. Find a group. Anyone doing? Or restore? New man. Start thinking about raid prep pretty soon. Nice. Could be a stream raid, who's to say? True. But then I'll never know. If I do a stream, a viewer raid, I'll never know if I was accepted because of my, well, no raid progress, but 400 item level gear, or if I'm just popular. How will I know if they want me for me? It's a silly hang up. I should probably just do a stream group. Besides, those are fun. Those go well. I feel like there's a better I feel like I have some. Yeah, there we go. I had some filter that was preventing me from seeing that world boss group. That's better. I'm here. I'm helping. Have you been A-listing yourself to the front of the queues again? WeakAura for Blood Shield. I just googled one. I just googled Blood Shield WeakAura and I picked the first thing that came up. I don't know if I'm doing anything with it, to be honest with you. It's keeping track of how big my Death Strike is going to be, and then based on how much damage I've taken recently and whatnot, and then how much Blood Shield I have. But I think I check it basically never. I don't think that's really helping me. So I got some Drake's Crest, 16 Flight Stones. Yeah. Something or another. Maybe they just invite you because they're afraid of you because you are. Scary. Well, I'm not going to look for a raid right now because it is 11 o'clock and I'm not going to stick around for crazy long. What I am going to do, aside from the super cool Dragon Racing World Quest and Herb, what am I going to do? I don't know. I feel like I've scaried hard enough today. I can save keys for some other time. What if I just get obsessed with Season of Discovery? Then I guess I won't be playing Scary for a bit. There's too many things. It's too difficult to just stick with one thing, especially if you have any thoughts about, well, this other thing might be more fun, or maybe they'll be equally fun, but people would rather see me do this other thing. And if, you know, the fun is all the same to me because I'm just happy wherever, then perhaps I should do another thing, but then I'm switching things so much that it's hard to stay, whoa, I almost missed that one. You know, like, invested in a thing. First world problems. Whoa, 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 speaking of first world problems, trees. See y'all tomorrow. Have a great raid. Oh, sometimes I accidentally. My keybinds are a bit strange on her for some reason. And I'll hit my Drake break when what I mean to do is hit the free vigor button. Second wind. You cannot use that during this race. Oh, okay. But apparently I'm allowed to aerial halt. Oh dear. There we go. We're off and away. We just have to finish it. We don't have to do it very well. We can't possibly get gold on this one. There's no way. I would pay dollar money to see Hazel Dis. That's just the cosmic betting overlords talking. Get those buttons mixed up all the time. Yes, that was a bronze. Maybe now Spruce Crown has done enough of his lap that I'll feel better about hanging out with him. I also feel like Reefbreaker Marid has been up for years. I think he's broken. Sometimes you just dive through the trees and just hope that everything's gonna be fine. So you can join groups for this, or I could just kind of hang out. It looks like they're working on a blue trove anyway, so this might be good enough to get a better one. I think I mostly want to fight the boss and loot it. I think the end boss is going to give me most of what I could get from this. So maybe that's going to be the thing, is like timing out when do we think that's going to spawn, and then just like catching up with Spruce Crown then. Forget the first 10 minutes of walking. Reef broken. Maybe that was the trouble. He was the reef breaker, and therefore he has broken everything. I don't know why I keep checking my currency tab. There's a checkbox on your currency tab where you can choose to track something on your backpack. And I did that for Flight Stones because I keep checking them all the time to see if I've, you know, gotten any at all. So I have a little Flight Stones in my backpack button here, and I haven't gotten used to checking that. It's a good idea. I just need to remember to look. Very loud. There's a lot of yelling. Sometimes we just turn sound off for this. Just listen to the nice music. Did that with Anima last time around. Yeah. Anima. Something on Zereth Mortis I definitely had to. Wish we could track more than 3. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice having them handy like that. I like yoinking people in. How do you turn off game sound so quickly? The hotkey is Control S to enable and disable game sound, but you can change that hotkey to whatever you like. It's a default thing. You don't need Stream Deck, no. Sad there's no way to catch up on crafting stuff. The catch-up is sort of just that with all these patches that they've added, there's a lot more one-time knowledge available, so somebody starting fresh right now is going to be able to get a lot farther than somebody starting fresh at the beginning of Dragonflight. And they haven't really added any more spec points to spend, so you'll spend less time getting to the end point. So it's kind of like catch-up, but yeah, especially if you're working in a profession that has a lot of points in it, it's definitely not going to be like you're just done tomorrow. Yeah, independent from music. It just toggles the sound channel. I wonder if there's more options. Oh no, I'm not going to get distracted. I'm going to tag this boss because I always forget. I'm just so bored by this point that I'm like looking at daisies, making a daisy chain, pointing out butterflies, paying zero attention to Verlaine. And she, you know, she just walks right by me. But yeah, I like being able to toggle game sound on and off like that because sometimes it's just loud. But sometimes I do want it. I like having game sound on in Mythic Plus dungeons typically because sometimes I feel like I just get important sound keys from that independently from my add-ons. Like sometimes there's just sound that I like. Stuck in the mid-60s, can't afford the Mastercraft. The epics only have skill ups. Yeah, the armor crafting professions seem really rough. I hope they do more work on professions for the next expansion and make them smooth out some of the pain points, because I think they've got a really great system, but it needs some serious work in some areas. I got 24 flight stones. A small seed. I guess I got some supplies, but that's kind of it. And then I did my weekly already, so. Alrighty. Oh, there's a rare. Why do I want to kill rares? I mean, I guess they give flight stones. If I want to do flight stones, I should probably just do the campaign, but... Would reducing video settings help clarify visually messy fights like Sark? You can set your spell density in your graphics. You can set spell density, and I actually turn my spell density down to, like, essential, so that it always shows my spells, but, like, everyone else's spells can go away, because I don't care. Just too much stuff on my screen. And that can help, but, like, if the visual density is coming from the fight itself, then not as much, no. I have a couple of... Should I do some of these purple seeds to try? Yeah, let's do some seeds on stream. I always say I'm going to do my purple seeds on stream. I never do. I want to get some mounts. I'd love to have some mounts drop. Let's plant one here. That one's already going, but I don't know who's planted it. And then I'll drop some seed, some bloom into it too. And then let's go take a look. I want to plant another one. Find another spot. Unclaimed rewards, apparently. This is a blue one. I don't think I have any blue seeds. Got a mount drop from a green seed. The Winter Night Dreamsaber can come from any of them. From the Dewdrop bag. Don't know what to do in the dream. There's so many things I could be doing. There's not a lot of wrong answers, especially if you need flight stones, which most of us do. There's lots of different ways that you can do it. It's all going to give rep. I did get the quest for planting 5 seeds. I did my weeklies yesterday on Scary. I don't know. I keep popping A-Bomb by accident. I think I've mounted up, and that's the same as my Skyward Ascent button. But I think the Emerald Dream mounts are gorgeous. People would turn PUBG video settings all the way down. Remove minor landscape details players might be hiding behind. Oh. Here, let's plant my other purple seed. And chuck a couple of those in. And then go back to look at the other one that could be looted. The main thing I get confused about when I leave seeds is if I forget to go back to them for too long, if the rewards will just go away. Because a lot of the time they don't. But sometimes Plumber will show on my map that I had some things, and then I get there and there's nothing. And I don't know if it was just the add-on being inconsistent, or if I phased, or if I did something else to break it. And the smart thing to do would just be to, like, stop being so impatient and just sit by a seed until it's done. You know, just stop worrying about it, but... Picked up seeds from the previous night. You think they show in the mail? Oh, okay. Aw, thank you, Cassia. That's really, really, really sweet. Wish they would just go to your mail. Here, I'll wait by this one. I think the seed planting is my favorite, like, world feature of the Emerald Dream that's new to it. The Emerald Frenzy is pretty whatever. I will sometimes just swing by and grab the thing. And it's fine. The Super Bloom is fine, but takes longer than I would prefer. What did I get? Oh, I got Drake's Crest. Well, that's good. But then the seed planting's fun. Just stop being impatient is really great advice. Close second to don't be nervous. Yeah. Add that to the just cheer up advice for depression. Look on the bright side. Thanks. The worst part about really obvious advice like that is that in some situations that is genuinely helpful, but hearing it is probably not helpful because, you know, you've always had the idea, and even if that's how you sorted it out, it's not always useful. Drake's Crests. It's all about your outlook. Yeah. And it's a cruel fact of the world that sometimes, even if something is a completely true statement, it can still be absolutely the wrong thing to say. Doesn't matter if you're right. Sometimes it's just about tact, which is hard. I'm not a very naturally tactful person, so I have to kind of sniff out situations where I might end up being insensitive and then just don't say anything until I figure out how to not make it worse. And yet, you studied music. You lost me. Is that one going? Is that one going? That one's not planted. That one says I have unclaimed rewards, which might be true. Don't you need tact for music? No, I know some very tactless musicians. Oh, it's the same word in German. I see. Rhythm in English. Gotcha. Scary was not an undelete, and I did not use a boost token. I leveled her. Answer none of the above. Repel enemy forces. Nah. Shocked Pikachu face. I know we slammed it, right? I did dungeons. I did a lot of dungeons. I did like it only took like what 10. Here, actually, we can do the math because Slash played. Her overall played is 1 day and 5 hours, and she has been 13 hours at max level. So you can surmise some amount of math. It was less than 24 hours. It was pretty quick. I'd mostly just chain tanked dungeons. And I found that to be substantially faster than doing anything else that I tried. Even leveling 60 to 70, I started questing and gathering and stuff, and then I ended up just chain tanking dungeons. I'm just getting sidetracked into seed planting. I mean, it's good for Flightstone. It's got 182 Flightstones. I guess I could just, like, jazz up one of my Explorer pieces. I'm gonna replace them. I know it. Have you seen the new animations for the coveted abilities that turned into talents? Some are so good. What are some examples? I don't think so, but maybe? I feel like my default answer to Hazel, did you see, has been no, because I don't notice anything, even things that are right in front of my face. But that might just be a me lately thing. Okay. Well, I want to go back to Veldrak, but I guess I can wait for the seed. I guess I can wait. She's got 14k. I have 2 Dream Sparks. Or I have a Dream Spark and then I have 2 halves of one. I've just been saving the Flight Stones until I'm sure I actually need the Spark. I could just like get a belt. I could just have a belt made. I could even stick a flavor. No, you can't do an embellish and a flavor pocket. It doesn't count towards your embellishes, but you can't put both in one thing, I don't think. Oh, I could have Perkuno make me a... No, you can't do... I could have him make me a flavor pocket neck, but I don't think you can do a Shadow Flame armor patch on a neck. I think it has to be on armor. Like a cloak would work, but I have a cloak. Anyway. Later me problem. Oh yeah, I never opened this bag. Okay. You know what I want to look at? I've been told that that humans can have pink hair. And I want to see. If I was going to make a Hazel lookalike human hunter that got a cat pet called Kira and then a wolf pet called Moose, can I make it look in any way like me? Because I have 2 level 70 hunters, but clearly that's not the answer. Let me see. I'm like looking at my own camera here. So there is pink. It's like a bubblegum pink, but at least it's pink. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of human female hair, or just customization options. So 7 is 1. That's not quite it. 10 is another, or 25 is another. And then there's 33. Yeah, that's cute. I like that because it's got kind of like the little fleefies there. Okay, and then... the problem is that WoW characters barely have noses, and I have, like, an exceptional amount of nose. So it doesn't look like me at all. Look, it's me. Alright, forget the nose. I'm like trying to look at my own face in the camera. You don't really look at characters' faces anyway. We get one with big lips. The first one's actually not bad. Yeah, okay. And then eyebrows. Lots. Not that thick. Not that much. Almost. Hang on a second. I'm trying to look at my own eyebrows. I don't know, they're on my face. That's most of what I ask of them in the morning. Arched. There's a lot of brow options here. They don't have a super strong arch. I've done my brows fairly straight and flat. Lately. So they're not super skinny. Going crazy here. Yeah, sure, those are eyebrows. And then we've got face shapes. The difference between 1 and 3 is somewhat subtle. 1 has bigger cheekbones, which I feel like is more me. I got I got cheekbones. And then for eye color, yeah, she does have heterochromia right now. My eyes are hard to see on camera. They're blue. They're like a gray blue. So they're not like bright blue. They're kind of more in that range, like the 14 color. Yeah, that's kind of the right blue. And then we've got makeup options. So no makeup would be fairly somewhat accurate. But sometimes I wear makeup. Today I have foundation and concealer and brow pencil, but no mascara or anything, because, you know, when I put on eye makeup, then I have to take it off. And then sometimes I get my eye makeup remover in my eyes and then it stings. So I feel like we're looking for a pretty... Maybe none. Not emerald. The lavender's pretty, but just because it does like a contour, but I've never contoured my face in my life because I know for a fact I'm going to do it wrong. That's how I did my makeup for like the first 10 or 15 years of doing makeup. I was all about the smoky eye. Here, I think that one. And then earrings. Definitely earrings. I don't have upper ear piercings. I heard they hurt once and I've really taken that to heart. I have 2. I mean, I'm never going to be able to get it exactly right. I have 2 in the lower. I have 2 down here, but you know, we can make them up there for now. And then I feel like the necklaces are mostly just kind of chunky. The chokers are cute, but I'm not going to worry about them. It's not bad. SOD hype. You heard the hurt? Really take that to heart? Season Master looks so good. SOD hype. Oh. Yeah, alright. That's her. And then she needs a name. They're not gonna let me be Hazel. Oh no, she has a necklace on still. Take the necklace off. I plan SOD today. If I can get in, we'll see. If I may or may not do like a very casual bonus stream. But if I can't get in, I'll probably... there's an argument to be made for just don't do a stream and do something else with your afternoon. Drakthir body type 2 of the buzzed haircut. Did I make that up? On my Drakthir, I turned her hair off, but they have head scales, so you can make them completely bald, but it still kind of looks like a buzz. What happened to No More Hazel names? Yeah, I mean, it's not going to let me have a regular Hazel, and I'm not going to make her like a crazy Hazel. So... Can I be mom? I can't be mom. That's what I am to Moose and Kira. Turn the resolution way down to hide the differences. After ear piercing and getting keloid, beware, took a long time to heal. Yeah, I think I'm happy with my piercings. I've got 2. I feel like that's edgy enough for me. And Hazel. Mom Zell. I know a warrior named Mommy. Moose's mom. Mother. You can't just be mother. That would be so cool, though. Moderlek in Valheim. Is that what that means? Oh, I guess it makes sense now that you mention it. What do the randomizers do? Gloisita. Kambakarge. Giladora. Can I be Gila like the Gila monster? Gila monster. Mother Moose. Momter. But I'm also gonna have a Kira pet. I don't want them to feel like I'm picking. Laza's my bank alt. Hope you're feeling blessed, love, and having a good day. Oh, thanks. I'm trying to like make anagrams here. But she could be Leah's. Which is a Hazel anagram. Unfortunately, Hazel anagrams tend to look kind of bizarre. Pet parrot. Mama Hazel, too many letters. I like pretty short names. When I can get them. Elza. Elza. Oh, Alright, I think we're back. Huh? Hmm? We're back! Well, that was spooky. Saved! Yeah, stream, my connection hiccuped, but we're good. Oh, she's kind of cute. I'm gonna look. I don't think I'm gonna start her, like, right now. I'm saving that. But I want to kind of plan out, because I'm gonna have, like, 2 pets, right? Because I'm gonna be a BM hunter. And I want to kind of plan them out a little bit. So one of them is gonna be Moose, and it's gonna be a wolf. And that means that Moose is going to be a frosty pet, so he's going to have lust. And I think he's going to be... I feel like this one. I'm trying to think of, like, what his colors are. Like, this one's not bad either. The auburn one is a little bit red. Nothing has quite his colors, but, like, you know, we need it to be close enough for me to feel something. But this one is only on Exile's Reach. If you're an orc, this beast can be found on the ship during the intro friendly, but can be tamed at a much later stage. Oh, is it horde only? Wolf. Is that particular color horde only? The only model of this wolf, if you're an orc. Okay, so I can't get that one. Wait, never mind. Could also be a beaver. Get bully for my torn DK, which is perfect. He could be a Bakar, that's true. Bakars are in the hound section. I feel like this is just more his shape. Bakars are very... I don't know, not so much with the ears. Let me take a look at them again. Hounds. Spiked mane, regular mane. Black and tan. That could be a moose too. It's just a really ripped one. I guess he is pretty ripped. He's not this fluffy. Those, I also can't get those until Dragonflight. You can only tame those later. He is not a hyena. He is a dog. That would be a pretty cute moose though, actually, the black and tan one. Alright, so either that one or... not that wolf. This one is pretty good too. The ears point straight up, whereas the Bakar... The hound is also a cunning pet, whereas the wolf is a frosty pet. So one of them is like a lust and one of them is a movement speed. Although frosty pets are good because you get the leech. For the cat, for Kira... Let me see here. Kitty cats. There's a lot of models. She could be a blue dream saber. In real life, she is a silver tabby cat. She's a gray tabby cat. So she does not look like that. That is not Kira. She's stripy and silver. The light brown one is okay. She could be like a white tiger. That's kind of cool. Or a gray tiger. Or of course there's like actual like the classic cats. There's a striped white one here. King Bangladesh. Or there's saber cats. A winter spring frost saber. She's really much darker in color than that though. Like, she's not a white cat with black stripes. She's a gray cat with black stripes, like a pretty dark one. Maybe the panda tiger. Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. That's probably as close as it's gonna get, the gray tiger. So she'll have to do some leveling in there. And that'll be a frosty pet. So yeah, maybe I should hold it for a Bakar for the second one. Because if I look at the rest of these, I think that's as close as it's gonna get. Man, there's a lot of them. And then there's spirit beasts, but we're not gonna worry about that. I'm looking for cats that look like my kitty cat. Give me ideas to get a cat that looks like my brown tabby. Perhaps we need more dogs in WoW. More different types of doggies. Especially if any of them look like Mr. Moose. Because he's a real cute doggy. But yeah, I'm kind of coming around to the Bakar idea because it's a cunning pet and because the black and tan is, you know, Moose is a black and tan buddy. It's kind of close. None of these other pets are quite right. It doesn't have, like, light feet, but it's got floppy ears. He has fuzzy floppy ears. I think it might be as close as it's gonna get. No, I want them both to be my BM Hunter pets. I want to have my 2 pets out, and I want one to be Kira and one to be Moose. I think that'll be cute. That'll be a fun project. She doesn't really need to start an Excel's Reach, but she may as well. There's no harm in it. Well, I need to check my auctions real quick, but I should probably consider taking off for a while. Pretty much German Shepherd colors. Yeah. Yeah. My Moomoo's got a lot of white fur on him, though. No. If I can get into Season of Discovery, I might come back. But I don't want to make any promises, because if I can't, there's a world where we say, Hazel, just go work on the Ferrat guide. Do anything on it, and that will be better than doing nothing on it. And that would be this afternoon instead, because that's kind of the window I got raid tonight. Oh, I sold some stuff. Well, that's always fun. Do a little cancel my auctions. Will we ever get Moose Cam? Never say never, but I don't have any plans for it right now. Yeah, I'm gonna take off for today. I may or may not be back. If not, I'll be back tomorrow morning, and we will do something. That could be Season of Discovery. It could be Scary Keys. It could be brand new Hunter leveling. Who's to say? Appreciate you guys very much. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.